Asteroid has an outer shell, which is hollow. It surrounds an independent inner core, which has a breathable atmosphere.
Course of asteroid, spaceship 241 Mark 17.
The course Ensign Chekhov just gave for the asteroid would put it on a collision course with Darren 5.
Howdy folks, and welcome to the Spaghetti Theater for the Spaghetti Theater Review. It's been a while, where once again I'm going to take a look at another episode of Star Trek, the original series. My favorite of the Treks. This time it's going to be the episode that has the longest title of the series. For the world is hollow, and I have touched the sky. That's a mouthful. 11 words in one title. And they're not kidding. That pretty much sums up the theme of the episode. And it's a fascinating idea too. Very interesting. Can't forget that. Oh, Crispin number 5 was there the whole time. What do you know about that? Crispin number 5, how you doing?
Me must say hoo-ha.
Of course you do. Me must say hoo-ha. So this is it, folks. Let's get right into it. For the world is hollow and I have touched the sky. Don't worry, I won't do that every 5 minutes. Oh yeah, and this is also the episode where Dr. McCoy reveals that he's dying from a terminal illness and only has 1 year to live.
He has 1 year to live at the most.
Which works out nicely actually, since this is the last season. So here we go again. It's the Enterprise, everybody. Just cruising around space, minding its own business, when they pick up this cluster of dots coming right for them, which are actually supposed to be some kind of cruise missiles that someone just fired at the Enterprise without notice. Really guys, this is the best effect you could do. It's a couple of friggin' dots. You couldn't just do this even? Man, I did this with my crappy green screen effect. Lazy. Anyway, how rude, right? Just firing missiles at random spaceships. So naturally, Captain Kirk has them targeted and destroyed.
Fire faces.
Enough of that excitement. You didn't tell Spock to locate the missile's source. Where the hell did those dots come from, Spock? Who fired them at us? So cut to sickbay, where Dr. McCoy is in a heated argument with Nurse Chapel.
I have called the captain and I'll wait until he comes.
Oh, you two, just bang and get it over with. Only no, their relationship is all ethics. So Captain Kirk walks in on this. And once she's gone, we get to find out exactly what they were fussing over. Why, it was Dr. McCoy himself, actually, as he goes on about the physical examinations.
The crew is fit. I found nothing unusual.
And everyone is in tip-top shape. Except for one, of course. And they're dying from a terminal illness and only have 1 year to live. Can you guess who it is? I already told you. It's Dr. McCoy.
Xenopolycythemia. It has no cure.
Because when Kirk asks him who the hell it is, he casually informs him that it's him.
The ship's chief medical officer.
The ship's doctor. I'm dead, Jim. Well, that's just great. Dr. McCoy's dying, folks. This must be his last episode. I guess DeForest Kelley decided to call it quits to go do his own sitcom. He's Dead, Jim, the series, where Dr. McCoy runs his own inner city youth gym. I don't know. Anyway, cut to the opening credits. Alright, I swear it's the last time I'm gonna use this thing. It's the Enterprise, everyone! Working on its 3rd year of its 5-year mission. With Kirk, Spock, Bones, Desal, and the gang.
Well, I'll bet you credits to Navy beans we can put a dent in it.
Fuck your Navy beans. I said I wouldn't do it. Boldly going where no one has gone before. The path of the brave! Star Trek! So back to the bridge of the Enterprise, where we find out that Captain Kirk has already requested a replacement for Dr. McCoy.
And have requested an immediate replacement.
Well, that was fast. Boy Kirk. No moment of silence, just Starfleet, Dr. McCoy's dying. Send a replacement. Heartless bastard. All he cares about is that ship.
Never lose you.
shit happens. You're gonna lose a few McCoys. Only he was the real McCoy. Snap. So back to those missiles that were fired at them and their point of origin, which they have found, and
Mr. Spock.
it's this huge ass asteroid apparently. Weird. Only this is no ordinary asteroid. It only looks like one from the outside, and according to Spock's readings, it's not orbiting anything. It's actually pursuing its own course. Kirk asks Spock if this asteroid is really a spaceship,
A spaceship.
and Spock quickly verifies that, yup,
It is under power, Captain.
it sure as hell is a spaceship. That is neat. Its old ass engines are leaving a debris trail of radiation.
Asteroid has an outer shell, which is hollow. It surrounds an independent inner core, which has a breathable atmosphere.
Only yeah, according to their readings, the center of this asteroid is hollow and has an outer core with a breathable atmosphere. So that is neat again. Way to go, guys. I love how they didn't just blow it off, just because it simply looks like your everyday run-of-the-muck asteroid hurling through space, since it actually was the source of the missiles that were fired at them.
And the asteroid is the missile's point of origin.
Correct, Captain.
Any dope today would just say, nah, that doesn't make any sense. Asteroids can't fire missiles, blow it off, and move on like a couple of dumbasses. Only not Spock and the gang. They see weird, crazy ass shit like this all the time. This is nothing. So they actually consider the strange and unbelievable before blowing it off totally. It's a good and logical way of thinking. Oh yeah, and also, according to Spock's readings, there are no survivors aboard.
The passengers, or builders, are dead.
Everyone's dead. Just a bunch of corpses flying through space. And to add to all that shit, this asteroid spaceship is also on a collision course with a planet known as Darren 5.
The course Ensign Chekhov just gave for the asteroid would put it on a collision course with Darren 5.
With a population of billions of conscious beings.
3,724,000,000, if memory serves me correctly.
Just trying to live their lives on Darren 5. Wow. And I thought 2 Darrens was enough. Snap. The Darren system, folks. It's a thing. Anyway, Kirk decides to beam into that asteroid with Spock and have a look around. Maybe they can change its course and stop it from crashing into Darren 5, pissing off Endora 7. Snap again. So they leave Scotty in charge and head to the transporter room, where Dr. McCoy is already there waiting for them since, well, he's decided to come along, even though he wasn't invited. Only, feeling bad for his terminal illness state, Kirk lets it slide.
All right, Doctor.
Alright, dying McCoy, you can come along. Get your terminally ill ass in the transporter. So they beam inside the asteroid, which looks like the surface of every other dead-ass Star Trek planet, cause it's probably the same set. Spock then wonders out loud why anyone would make a spaceship look like a planet inside of an asteroid.
One fails to see the logic in making a ship look like a planet.
Which Kirk knows the answer to, cause, duh.
But no, this was a spaceship.
If you didn't want anyone to spot your flying fortress, what better way to hide it than making it look like any old asteroid flying through space?
Kirk Enterprise.
Enterprise, Scott here.
Transported without incident, Kirk out.
So they wander around until they find these huge ass cylinders. And remember how Spock's reading said that everyone on this planet was dead? Well, he was wrong, because those cylinders open right up and a bunch of people come running out and go right into fight mode. These flashy dressers. Then, in the heat of battle, McCoy just surrenders and makes brief eye contact with this local chick. They both fall in love, and then he's knocked out for it, as Kirk and Spock are simply taken prisoner. Nice hats, guys. Looks like a scuba diver's mask when they take it off and rest it on their forehead. That's when they are welcomed to this so-called planet by its head mistress.
Welcome to the world of Yonada.
I can't say I think much of your welcome.
Right? No hello, just attack! So they're taken into the fake planet's underworld via those cylinder tube things, and then through the halls of Yonanda. They're then taken to this special room known as the Oracle Room, where they're forced to kneel, right along with the mistress herself. McCoy then comments that these people seem to be unaware that they've been living on a spaceship for the past 10,000 years.
These people don't know they're on a spaceship.
The mistress then asked this obelisk with this star logo on it what the hell to do about these new visitors.
Strangers have come to our world.
So she asked them who they are and what the hell they want.
Who are you?
So Kirk answers right away, of course, introduces everyone.
I am Captain Kirk of the Starship Enterprise.
For what reason do you visit this world?
And claims they're here because they want to be your friends.
Come in friendship.
That's when that obelisk snaps right on and comes to life. Vocally, anyway.
Then learn what it means to be our enemy.
And puts Kirk and the gang right in their places with his deep, nibbler-like voice.
Before you learn what it means to be our friend.
And shocks them into submission. Oh, how nice, Mr. Obelisk. Just so you know what it's like. Just in case you decide to blow this whole hollow world and touchable sky thing wide the hell open. So cut till later, in the regaining consciousness room, as everyone but McCoy regains consciousness. Uh-oh, the shock was too much for him. His terminal ill ass is dead. Early. I'm dead, Jim. Time to get one of those holographic Robert Picardo doctors now. Only he's okay. Not dead yet. Which does force Kirk to spill the beans about McCoy's condition to Spock. He's dying.
It's xenopolycythemia.
Right before he comes to.
Well,
Hey, McCoy, how's it going, buddy? So back to business. As Spock points out that if they tell the people of Yonanda that their planet is actually a spaceship, they would actually be violating that old prime directive of theirs.
Informing these people they are on a ship may be in violation of the prime directive of Starfleet Command.
That non-interference thing that they break all the time. But then Kirk points out that, yeah, but if we don't tell them,
the people of Yonada may be changed by the knowledge, but it's better than exterminating them. And the 3 billion on Darren 5.
they will all die, along with all the billions of Bewitched fans on Darren 5. So there's Spock.
Logical, Captain.
Who agrees. That's quite logical, actually. Yeah. Way to go, Kirk. You're being very logical this episode. Spock's just surprised he didn't think of it first. Just as this old-timer in a wig strolls in for a visit. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Hey, you're the guy from the Return of the Archons, but you're in a wig. Wait, I haven't reviewed that one yet. I'll have to. It's an excellent episode. The Will of Landru. This guy, in his bathrobe, handing out psychedelic herbs. That's when he starts going on this crazy old guy rant, as he tells the story of how once he climbed the mountains on the surface of the planet.
I climbed the mountains, even though it is forbidden.
Even though it's forbidden. Way to go, old guy in a wig. Telling this story seems to be giving him some sort of pain spasms in the head. He then tells them the world is not what it seems.
Things are not as they teach us.
Keeps on going though, even though he keeps getting shocks of pain for this. He wants to get it out anyway, and then tells them exactly what happened when he reached the top of those mountains.
For the world is hollow, and I have touched the sky.
That's the title of the episode, folks! They actually said it too. That's why they call it that. That old guy actually touched the sky, thus discovering that he was in some kind of fucked up Truman Show. Anyway, after saying that long ass title, he's just had enough. And the pain spasms finally kill him. Wow though. Just imagine if that happened to you. You go and climb some high mountain, only to discover the sky isn't real. Oh, fucking shit. We've been lied to, folks. The sky isn't even real. This changes everything. Dr. McCoy then discovers the mechanism inside the old guy's head that's causing the pain.
The world is hollow, and I have touched the sky.
So Kirk puts together from all this that the knowledge that this is actually a spaceship and not really a planet is being kept from the people of Yonanda. So enter the mistress of Yonanda herself, as she spots the dead old guy on the floor, and is not all that broken up by it, or shocked.
Forgive him, for he was an old man, and old men are sometimes foolish.
Dumb old idiot. He had it coming, I guess, for wanting to know the truth of his world and existence. Asshole. shoot him out into space. I bet he told you that whole "the world is hollow and I have touched the sky" story, right? Pfft, idiot. He never did that. We never let him leave the underground. He's nuts. Don't listen to him, he's crazy. This whole thing reminds me of the theory that the moon is hollow, which I believe it is. Yeah, I'm crazy too. And in reality is actually an ancient spaceship of some kind. A satellite. A planetoid hollowed out by a humanoid alien race and brought to Earth as a way to control us. Yeah, sounds crazy, right? Well, it's true. In my opinion, of course. And other crazy people, I'm sure. So anyway, now that the funeral for old guy is over, the head mistress here starts to take a lot of interest in Dr. McCoy. Yeah.
You do not seem well.
Since apparently she's been in love with him since that couple of seconds of eye contact they made in the surface. She even offers to take care of poor sick McCoy.
Then why not remain here?
While Kirk and Spock fuck all the way off
You are free to go about and meet our people.
and go explore this so-called planet. So they do. Take the opportunity. Let Bones get boned. Yeah, or she'll get boned. I don't know. Somebody's getting boned, hopefully. By Bones. By Bones Bone. Time for Bones to... You get it. Because she opens right up to Dr. McCoy and pretty much tells him that she wants his ass. His beautiful McCoy ass. Now and forever.
Is there a woman for you? Does McCoy find me attractive? I wish you to stay here as my mate.
Wow, McCoy, I didn't realize what a chick magnet he was. Is Dr. McCoy hot? Or even sexy? Well, not yet, but he will be. Yeah, see? Sexier McCoy. Or at least better looking McCoy. So yeah, the mistress of Yonanda doesn't waste any time when it comes to picking her men.
Let the thought rest in your heart, McCoy.
So cut to Kirk and Spock as they wander around the underground world of Yonanda, astonished at how many generations of people have lived out their entire lives over the past 10,000 years, never knowing that they were living on a spaceship the whole time.
I wonder how many generations have lived out their lives
That is pretty weird.
without ever knowing that their world is hollow.
It's like finding out that the moon is fake, which it is, in my opinion, of course. So cut back to Dr. McCoy and the mistress of Yonanda, as she goes on about the oh so great Oracle.
Will reach a new world.
How long will it take you to reach this new world?
The Oracle will only say soon.
AKA that obelisk with the star on it, with the deep nibbler voice.
And learn what it means to be our enemy before you learn what it means to be our friend.
That shocked them all unconscious. Yeah, nice guy. It's pretty much their god, and promises the people of Yonanda that they will soon reach a new habitable planet where they can live on the surface. That's when McCoy decides to inform his newfound fiancée that he only has 1 year to live.
I have 1 year to live.
Just so you know. Only she don't care.
Until I saw you, there was nothing in my heart.
Even just 1 year of being married to the great Dr. McCoy is good enough for her. I guess.
I could be happy to have that feeling for a day,
This is weird.
week, a month, a year.
Why is she so obsessed with him and determined to pretty much marry his ass? There's no scuba mask forehead man right here that does it for you?
Whatever the creators hold in store for us.
I guess the hell not, cause now they're kissing. So cut back to Kirk and Spock, who have found that Oracle room again. Only, how do they get in? It's sacred. Can't just walk right in. Only it's easy. Spock recognizes the alien language on the wall.
The writing is definitely Fabrini, Captain. I recognize it.
It's Fabrini,
Fabrini, didn't the Fabrini sun go nova and destroy its planets?
a solar system whose sun went nova some 10,000 years ago. The survivors must have been put aboard this very ship, making everyone here their descendants. That is neat. Spock also discovers how to get into the Oracle room through this text, and pow, they're in. They're in, and the Oracle doesn't even seem to know it.
The Oracle doesn't seem to know we're here.
Or it probably would have zapped their asses unconscious again. One would think. Pretty unreliable Oracle if he wasn't. What are you, sleeping over there, Oracle? Wake up! two intruders in the room.
Halt there! What are you doing? Fuck out of here!
That's when Spock points out that in order to make contact with the Oracle, that head mistress had to kneel on this platform.
The Oracle's reprehensible conduct was initiated when Natira knelt on that platform.
Lotira. So that's her name. So Spock then deciphers more wall text, which doesn't mention anything of this actually being a spaceship.
Nothing here which would indicate this is anything but a planet.
So the people here think of this thing and its builders as gods to grovel to. It's all verified on this other obelisk with the entire Fabrini planetary system on it.
This plaque is a representation of a star and its solar system.
They're then forced to hide when that head mistress comes crashing on in, Lotira, here to ask the Oracle if she can marry that sexy, sexy stranger who arrived.
There is one called McCoy.
And no, she's not talking about Kirk for once.
I wish him to remain here.
The Oracle says it's okay, but only if Dr. McCoy agrees to become one of them.
He must become one of the people. If he agrees to all things, it is permitted.
That doesn't sound good. So go find out and come back here and let the Oracle know. With his deep commanding voice.
Teach him our laws carefully so he commits no sacrilege.
Which, by the way, is being performed by none other than Scotty himself. Yeah, James Doohan. Or Doohan. Yep, Scotty is the voice of the Oracle.
Worship the creators and agree to the insertion of the instrument of obedience.
He's a voice guy too. He's not even really Scottish, he's Canadian. So she leaves, only when the door opens, Kirk and Spock, who were touching the obelisk at the time, are discovered by the Oracle and shocked into submission again.
Kirk and Spock have committed sacrilege.
So now they're caught and guilty of sacrilege.
You think you can do as you please, commit whatever offense amuses you?
Yeah, guys, this isn't the Days Inn. So cut to McCoy, as Lotira informs him that Kirk and Spock are going to be killed for this shit.
They entered the Oracle room.
And the punishment is death.
Yes.
Fucking around in the Oracle room is a crime punishable by death. Only McCoy talks her out of it if you expect him to stay here married to you, knowing that Kirk and Spock were also just executed here.
How do you think I'd feel if I stayed here with a chance to be happy for the first time in my life, but knowing my friends had died?
This I will do for McCoy.
So she agrees and they're set free on the surface to go back to the Enterprise. Yeah, that place. Dr. McCoy then says he's staying right here with his newfound love, and even refuses Captain Kirk's order to return with him.
Dr. McCoy, I order you to return with us, and I refuse.
Your decision is most illogical, Doctor.
Illogical or not, he's staying, Spock. He wants a wild final year of his life, tapping that hot Fabrini ass, even if they're forced to destroy the spaceship just to save the billions of people on Darren 5, to the delight of Larry Tate. So they beam aboard the Enterprise, leaving Dr. McCoy behind forever. Bye forever, Dr. McCoy. It was nice knowing you. No time for heartfelt goodbyes, I guess. That's that. So cut to later on, in the good old Oracle room again, for Dr. McCoy's induction ceremony to the planet of Yonanda.
To become one of the people of Yonada, the instrument of obedience must be made part of your flesh.
Where he becomes an official Yolandan, I guess you would call it. That's like when Balky became an official American. I remember that episode of Perfect Strangers. It was glorious. A little tweak to the head,
You are now one.
and boom, you're one of us, Dr. McCoy.
Teach him then what he must know as one of the people.
Don't think any bad thoughts like the world being hollow and touching the sky shit or zap! Okay? Go pick yourself out a scuba mask. You may kiss the bride. You're now officially married too, I guess.
I do.
We are now of one mind.
Yeah, I wonder how long that'll last. So cut to the divorce proceedings. I'm kidding, not yet.
Teach him then what he must know as one of the people.
But enough of that lovey-dovey shit. It's time for you to learn the rules, Dr. McCoy. Lotira then takes Dr. McCoy over to that obelisk with the Fabrini solar system on it and opens the bugger up. Well, what do you know? There's a book inside that thing. A special book, of course, that's not to be opened and read until they reach their new home.
To be opened and read when we reach the new world of the promise.
McCoy asked, has anyone actually ever read this?
No. It is enough for me to know that we shall understand all when we reach our home.
Nope, not for 10,000 years. Wow, people must be so curious about this book. Only tough shit. It's forbidden, curious or not. Could be the novelization of Follow That Bird. You're still not reading it for 10,000 years. But in reality, it contains all the secrets of Yonanda. Chapter 1. Guess what? You're living on a spaceship! So cut to the Enterprise, folks! As Kirk and the gang go right to work on figuring out a plan on how to prevent Yonanda from colliding with good old Darren 5 and its billions and billions of doorknob-loving inhabitants. That's when Dr. McCoy calls the Enterprise with a possible solution.
Yes, Bones.
On how to correct Yonanda's course. Calling back already, McCoy.
But I've seen the book that contains all the knowledge of the Creator.
Why that forbidden book of knowledge that he just found out about? You've been married for 5 minutes and you're already betraying your wife. I knew this marriage was doomed. Only McCoy's one of them now, so the Oracle knows that he's talking about this forbidden shit. And immediately strikes the fear of God into him, so zap! Head pain spasm. Just like Old Man Mick says the episode title. McCoy screams in pain and collapses, just as the old ball and chain gets home. Finds him like this. So Kirk and Spock beam down to see what the hell's going on, only to be blamed for this shit by the mistress herself.
You are killers of your friend.
Spock then slides in and removes that chip of obedience, freeing him from the Oracle's cruel grasp. And now that he's not one of them, he tells Kirk what he was trying to tell him before.
Oracle room.
There's a friggin' handbook in the Oracle room that could tell you how to correct Yonanda's course.
You will never see the book.
Once Lotira hears this, she runs off to try to stop them from committing sacrilege. Only Kirk stops her, and then drags her the hell over here, into this little room, as Spock helps McCoy. Kirk tries to talk some sense into Lotira. Says his piece. His truth.
Your truth.
The story of how the Fabrini star system was dying, and built this huge-ass hollowed-out planetoid inside of a hollowed-out asteroid, and sent the survivors off into space to find a new home, so their race would survive.
They wished for their race to survive. They sent the ship out into space.
You are living inside a hollow ball.
Which of course Lotira thinks is a bunch of crazy-ass bullshit, only it's all true, only completely unbelievable from her perspective.
Your ancestors created it.
That is until she actually starts to believe it and even starts to question things. When, the Oracle don't like that shit, so she gets a little brain spasm for it. Don't question reality. Obey. Follow. Worship the Oracle. Kirk then explains this whole Darren 5 situation to her.
Because a flaw developed in the controls. And unless we correct it, Yonanda will kill millions of people and destroy a world it doesn't even know.
As she keeps trying to not question anything and believe in the Oracle.
I believe only the Oracle.
Only it's too late. The damage has been done. Kirk even offers to remove the chip of obedience in her head.
Let us remove the instrument of obedience the way we did for McCoy.
Only she runs the hell out of there instead and goes straight to the Oracle for answers.
You have listened to the words of the non-believers.
Oracle claims that her truth and their truth are two different things. Only she's not buying it anymore, Oracle. Your time is done.
Repent your disobedience.
So, refusing to give in and obey the Oracle, she just has to know the whole truth.
I must know the truth of the world.
So she's knocked out for this shit, with another brain spasm, just as Kirk, Spock, and McCoy come to her rescue.
I believe you.
And she's a believer now. The world is hollow and we can touch the sky if we want to. Apparently we live on a spaceship, folks.
Always have, for the past 10,000 years.
Yeah, Crispin, 10,000 years. Thanks for that. Mind-blowing shit, I know. But it's the truth. So Dr. McCoy removes that stupid chip from her head. And she is finally free from that douchebag of an Oracle. Dr. McCoy then tells them where that forbidden book is.
The book is in the monolith.
And when the Oracle hears this, he goes ripshit. goes on about committing sacrilege. That shit again.
It is sacrilege to the temple. You are not believers. You are forbidden to gaze at the book.
They plead with the Oracle and tell them that they need the information in it to change the course of this spaceship.
We must consult the book to help you.
Only nope, sacrilege.
It is blasphemy. You are forbidden. The punishment is death.
And the punishment is death, of course. Right now, too. The Oracle then locks them all in the Oracle room and starts cranking up the heat, cooking them alive.
Temperature 111 degrees and rising.
They're literally stewing in their own juices.
Temperature 115 degrees.
And it's so hot in there that the entire room turns red. The only person who could survive in there right now is Mr. Freeze from 60s Batman. McCoy then tells Spock how to open the obelisk and get the book, which he does, and quickly searches through the book for a way to shut this Oracle down for good. The plug must be pulled, Mr. Spock. This is such cliche Star Trek shit, but I love it. They're spot on. So, by using the book, they figure out that by pressing the Oracle's eye, boop, allows you access to the control room behind it. And voila, they're in. Spock crawls in first, this 60s control room of the future, and immediately knows how to shut off the heating elements.
I've neutralized the heating elements.
You've been here before, Spock? Crisis averted. Everything's okay, and the Oracle has been shut down for good. You served your time, Mr. Dickhead of an Oracle. 10,000 years. You had a good run. I wonder how many people it killed, just for questioning their own reality. Fuck you, Oracle. You're as bad as the moon. And as for Yonanda colliding with Darren 5, well, it can easily be redirected, Spock says. Why, of course it can. It's a cinch. I can do it with one hand tied behind my back. Why not even looking at the control panel? Beep, boop, boop. Done. Course corrected. We don't even need Scotty for this one. He's too busy doing the voice of the Oracle anyway. So cut to Kirk and Spock as they personally redirect the spaceship's course. Here on the Enterprise?
Well, not too different from the Enterprise.
Man, they get stingy with their sets sometimes. Spock then heads up some stairs inside the computer itself. Fascinating. So cut back to Dr. McCoy and his wife, I guess. Not really sure now that Dr. McCoy has decided to leave her and rejoin the crew of the Enterprise and spend the next year of his life searching the universe for a cure to his illness.
I wish to search through the universe to find a cure for myself and all others like me.
There's your spin-off series, folks. Star Trek, McCoy's Oil.
You intend to stay here?
And just go back to her old life, which was a big lie that the Oracle convinced you was real. But she caves with no argument anyway.
McCoy will not let go of life in the fullness of years.
The marriage is over, and they're still on good terms.
This is my universe.
That was the quickest relationship ever on Star Trek. Over the course of one episode, they fell in love, committed themselves to one another, pretty much got married, and decided to just go their separate ways now that the mission was accomplished. And everyone knows this whole planet thing was a big hoax. So the spaceship's course is corrected and all is good.
Steadying on course, marked in red.
People of Darren 5 will live to see another day. Uncle Arthur is jumping for joy right now. Then, by chance, Spock discovers these computer files.
Contain the total knowledge of the Fabrini.
All the knowledge of the Fabrinis inside this computer. And apparently, they have a great deal of medical knowledge.
And they seem to have amassed a great deal of medical knowledge.
And what do you know? The Fabrinis found a cure to whatever the hell McCoy's terminal illness was.
It's xenopolycythemia.
What a coinky-dink! Everything's back to normal. Even McCoy's only having 1 year to live.
Your hemoglobin count is back to normal, Doctor.
Television, folks. I guess he won't be searching the universe for a cure after all. Good thing he got out of that marriage when he did. Snap! So they immediately give McCoy the cure, and he promises to visit the Fabrini's planet.
Perhaps one day you will find your Nada.
Their new planet, whenever the hell they arrive, to personally thank them.
I think that we could manage to be in that vicinity at that time.
And maybe remarry your ex-wife? Maybe get in a quickie? I think that's what they're implying, folks. Roll the damn credits. The episode is over. That was For the World is Hollow and I Have Touched the Sky. Which leads me into my final thoughts on this imaginative episode. I love that concept. The idea of what appears to be an ordinary asteroid is actually a spaceship designed to look like an asteroid. Then there's the idea of being a citizen of Yonanda, never knowing the truth. And anytime you thought to question it, you were brain spasmed. Back into the Matrix. How annoying. I think I'd eventually be like that old guy who coined the episode's long-ass title.
For the world is hollow, and I have touched the sky.
I would just have to know. And if I saw the chance to climb the mountains and touch the sky, I would do it. It would be mind-blowing, I'm sure. The Oracle is the devil, even though he was only trying to protect the people. Why hide the truth? What did they fear people would do if they found out they were living on a spaceship? A rebellion? Some people might want to leave or fly the thing themselves? Who knows? It was the Oracle. He was a complicated guy. May he rest in peace. And great voice work, by the way, James Doohan. I never would have guessed that was him. As for McCoy, with his brief and only affair, did he ever return to the Fabrini's new planet homeworld?
This is my universe.
For old time's sake, we'll let you, the viewer, decide. She doesn't show up in any of the movies, so if he did, it was just for a quickie. And with that, I think I should probably stop talking about For the World is Hollow and I Have Touched the Sky. A thanks to those who made it all the way through the video. And of course, a big thanks to all my subscribers and leavers of comments. Question the moon, it's hiding a lot of dark secrets that could change the world. Right, Crispin?
You're freaking crazy. The moon is evil. Then blow it up.
Maybe I will, Crispin. Adios for now, folks, and I'll see you at the theater. Let's go.
Buddy, out.